Hey Templars, Zach here, speaking with Lawrencium. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How about you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, especially for a Monday. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so why don't you give us a quick overview of who you are and what you do on the YouTubes?
All right, of course. My name is Lawrencium. I am a WoW content creator. Mostly it's WoW Machinima and top 10, 30 fun facts, discussion videos. I think I said 30 fun facts, right? I'm pretty sure I did. Speculation videos. Recently, it's been discussion videos about Battle for Azeroth since I'm in the Alpha Club. Woo!
Woo!
Celebrate. But yeah, I do Machinima, and the main series that I like to focus on for my channel is a series called Aligning Azeroth. It's basically one of the things I've started out with. It's a series about a warlock named Frank and his friend Jaren and a hunter named Julian and a bunch of other, colorful characters on this adventure fighting evil across Azeroth. And yeah, we are in the second season right now, and we have a lot more episodes planned out. I also have like another series called Odyssey, and I haven't posted an episode since like July, but I may be posting a new episode soon. So keep your eyes peeled out for that, guys.
Gotta stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yep.
So what made you start your journey with YouTube, and more specifically about WoW in general?
Well, I think my journey begins way, way back in the day when YouTube was just this little website not owned by Google or anything. Back when internet sensations like Numa Numo, Leave Britney Alone, Sneezing Panda, Tron Guy, all these internet sensations that are older than 10, like 10 years older than any of the videos you see now. They're they're just uh, they were the lifeblood of YouTube. And then I decided around like 2009 when I was 13, I decided why not make my own YouTube channel. So I made my YouTube channel. I called it Natural Born Phenom, and that channel was going to be about gameplay, let's play. So something similar to like how Markiplier or Jacksepticeye run their channels, except mine would have a lot more structure and everything. And plus, I was 13 at the time, so obviously you would hear like a prepubescent voice being like, "Hey guys, today we're gonna be playing Kingdom Hearts." Just that voice.
That's still half of YouTube.
That's still half of YouTube, though. Yeah,
The
I
other
mean,
half is memes, but
a good portion, of the Let's Players is gonna be Minecraft. Let's be honest.
yeah, for some reason that game's still kicking hard.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. But yeah, so so basically I went from that whole, making let's play video games idea to sketches where I wanted to do like dumb sketches, like because like at the time, like I was a huge fan of these like sketch videos from like these big YouTubers like Kasim G or Philip DeFranco or Shay Carl or Onision. I can't believe I'm saying Onision. That just left a bad taste in my mouth. um, Mediocre films, just those YouTubers. I could list many more, but this is yeah. But yeah, so that's around the time. I think like a year later, like 2010, I was about a freshman. I was a freshman in high school, and I met my very good friend. Like I met like this guy who became my really good friend, and who's my good friend now, Ryan. AKA Speak to Ryan. He is a like, for those who don't know him, he's a streamer over on Twitch. He is a huge classic WoW advocate. Good dude. Good dude. It's like one of my best friends in real life. So he had a YouTube channel, still does, but before that, he used to do these sketch videos, poetry, art videos, and sometimes they would be like funny sketches. And I opted to do some sketches with him, and we did. And then he fell off the face of the earth on YouTube, and so did I. Then, senior year of high school, this was 2013. I was almost 18, so we're sitting down at a fast food joint, and we're talking about World of Warcraft, right? Because we both have this interest in World of Warcraft. That's how Ryan and I became best friends. It's like I saw him like a post about World of Warcraft. Like I think it was a Nim video. Like it was that song, "If You Could Be Any Class You Wanted for a Day." Like I saw him link it on Facebook, and I messaged him immediately. He's like, "Hey, dude, do you happen to play World of Warcraft? Because I happen to play World of Warcraft too." And we just sort of clicked. And then we, basically, we're sitting down in this restaurant, we're having dinner, just eating our fast food and everything. And then I started talking to him about, different WoW YouTubers like, WoW Krendor, Oxhorn, Mindflame, Ian Beckman, all these really great WoW machinimators. And then I was like, wait, what if we made a WoW machinima? Like I know we've teased that idea before, but what if we just made a WoW machinima? And he was like, yeah, well, if you write a story, then we'll definitely think about it. So I write this story, all right? Before that, I had this idea for a story where it's this gnome and this other guys go on an adventure. It's sort of like The Hobbit, but I don't know, it's taking place during the Cataclysm. So we have so basically I wrote down the story idea for Aligning Azeroth, and this idea of Frank, who was based off the idea of our friend Nick, who we used to play World of Warcraft with us. We would always go to these LAN parties, and whenever we did something, for example, there was one night where me, Ryan, Nick, and our friend Spencer, we went to Icecrown Citadel. We 5-manned it, and basically Nick was a level 80 dwarf warlock named Durfson, and he would always run into the mobs and scream, "Break the tank!" And I'm just like, "You're not a tank! You're not a tank!" And then we would all die. And then so that's where I got the idea from Frank. The idea of Frank. Well, obviously, Frank the Tank is a reference to that movie Old School by from Will Ferrell. So I got the idea of Frank from Nick screaming "Frank the Tank." Jaren was this idea of my warrior. Basically, he's this warrior who's very stout. He has this Russian accent. He's hardcore, like bad to the bone, hardcore. He's an elitist. All right. So if you think Asmongold, but without the whole, I haven't showered in 7 days and my room is pretty much covered in rats. But yeah, Jaren is basically this, hardcore elitist, and that's what I imagined. He's built on this code of honor, and you think Ed Stark, and if Ed Stark was Russian, this would definitely be Jaren. But yeah. So that's Jaren, and he was also based off my warrior, who was also named Jaren. When I was playing for the Alliance, I'm on the Horde side right now. So yeah, but yeah, that's basically the characters I came up with. And then I came up with another character, Julian, and then his lackeys, Myliad and Gox, and I had to write in these characters, give them a good design for who they are. So Julian, I imagine because at the time I was watching Dragon. You've ever seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged by Team 4-Star, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, so I sort of imagine Julian being Vegeta or something, and Myliad and Gok. So basically, to paraphrase, Myliad is this elf. All right, he's a blood elf Death Knight, and he's gay. Right. Blatantly obvious he's gay. And I just imagine Myliad and Gox, they're Julian's two dumb lackeys. I just imagine them being based off of Zarbon and Dodoria from Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Z Abridged, the abridged version. So I imagine, Myliad being what was it? I think it was Zarbon, yeah. So I just imagine Myliad talking with this voice, and then have a little bit of a George Takei charm to it. Oh my! And then I imagine Gox, like, originally Gox was supposed to have, like, this southern accent, like, sort of like, I don't know, he was supposed to be, like, a Bubba guy, like, oh, yeah, well, my name's Gox, and I speak with a southern accent. And then it got a lot, it got a little bit lazier. It was like, yeah, my name's Gox, I'm speaking like this. It's sort of like Seth Rogen, except more, more sinister Seth Rogen. You know what I'm saying? So, writing these characters, and then, I started to get into it, and then, I've noticed, like, when I was doing the series, like, I didn't see, like, a shift in subscribers or view count until I did a collaboration video with a few Machinimators. So I did a collaboration video with Kakio, Warden Machinimas, Dorn's Movies, Miracule, Hugh Red X, and who's the other one? It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm sure I'll remember it. Oh, no, Pookie. It was Pookie. But yeah, we did a collaboration video together where it was like Winter Veil video. So basically, I did this. Basically, we got a few voice actors together. We got Nixium and Mookluck to do cameos for the video, and that shut up my subscriber rate and my view counts to, I guess, like 500. And then I did another video called "Oh Snowballs," which was a mashup between Aligning Azeroth and my other series, Odyssey. So that was, so that basically, helped me out with my subscriber count. Then I started another series called the Why I Hate series, where we had this haggard reindeer, which we met in the Snowball special. Metzen the reindeer, right? We all know Metzen the reindeer as the reindeer who's been captured by the Venture Company or the Dark Iron Dwarves or pirates for some arbitrary reason.
Every damn year.
Metzen the reindeer is always captured, and he never has a word about it. Like, he never makes a peep about it. But Metzen the reindeer, we gave Metzen this this voice. I think what was it? The James Connolly voice, I think, where he sort of talks like this. I'm not the real. I don't do the fucking voice for Metzen the reindeer, but this is sort of like my impression of Metzen the reindeer. The guy who does Metzen the reindeer is Ludo, who wrote the Odyssey series and co-wrote "Oh Snowballs" with me. But yeah, we did the Why I Hate series for a little bit, and then I got to 1,000 subscribers. That day I reached 1,000 subscribers, I remember I was doing a machinima for Silver Latomi, and we did this video called Competent, and which is a parody of Demi Lovato's Confident. And the video itself is basically Silver Latomi leading a raid into Hellfire Citadel, and basically them succeeding very well. So it's basically like a rise up. You can do whatever you want. You got to be competent, all right? You got to kill this. You want to kill this boss? Go, kill the boss. Do the mechanics right. Basically, it's just this anthem where, you can do this, all right? So basically, it's basically it's like Shia LaBeouf saying "just do it," but I don't know, in song form and in World of Warcraft. Then, and that's where we are right now. So we're it's 2018. I've been doing this thing where I've been releasing a video every Monday and Thursday. In fact, as of recording right now, in 3 minutes, my newest video is about to come out. So today's April 2nd, and my newest video, We Need to Talk About the Horde and Battle for Azeroth, is coming out. So if you guys are watching this right now, be sure to check that out, because I do talk about some things about the Horde and Battle for Azeroth. But yeah, right now I've been doing a lot of discussion videos and overviews for Battle for Azeroth. I've been doing a lot more sketches now with Frank, my character Frank, and this orc named Krogal, who's also known as Grimlaugh. Grimlaugh, he is this WoW machinimator or 3D animator. He makes amazing videos, and I definitely recommend you check him out. Right?
He has a really good intro video to his channel.
He does. It's the Orc Spice.
Yeah, the Old Spice parody.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. Someone sent me to his channel a couple days ago, and I don't know. It left the best first impression.
Yeah, I'm sure it was Hiro Moredex because he is a huge fan of he's a huge fan of Grimleth, and I am too. Like I love like his style. He even helped me with my he helped me with like the special, like my 5-year special video where we have this we basically we have this hypothesis or this what if scenario where what if Aligning Azeroth got canceled by Lawrencium. So, and I gotta say, like that video was like it just made me laugh because the comments in that video were just like, "No, please don't cancel Aligning Azeroth. Whatever you do, please don't cancel it." I'm just like, I'm not going anywhere. All right, I got I got more episodes planned. In fact, after I'm done with this next machinima, I'll be working on Aligning Azeroth. So yeah, that's basically where we are right now. I'm working on episode 27, Aligning Azeroth. I have another machinima coming out very soon, which is called The Witchwood, and it's basically a parody of the Hearthstone cinematic or the Hearthstone expansion, Witchwood. So I won't go into much detail about it, but it's just a what if, like it's another what if video. So basically, it's what if one of our favorite characters, what if our resident warlock became a worgen? So that's what you can expect, and a lot more top 10s, top 5s, and sometimes I'll be doing some gameplay videos. All right.
All right, that sounds like something we should all be looking forward to. So speaking of looking forward to things, we got two big WoW things coming up.
We do.
One's Battle for Azeroth, the other's WoW Classic. Which one are you looking forward to more?
Man, that is a tough question. It's like if you're trying to ask me, what's my favorite ice cream flavor, it's either going to be vanilla or cookies and cream. I love vanilla ice cream as much as the next person, and I love vanilla WoW. But I mean, I've played in Burning Crusade, and I got a bit of a taste of what the classic, World of Warcraft was like. I got a taste of vanilla WoW. So I'm gonna have to say both, and I'll explain my reasonings in 2 different paragraphs or whatever. So I'll just say this: Battle for Azeroth. Blizzard has been changing the game nonstop, and they've been going at it with the stream of content they've been releasing. Their art has gotten significantly better. That's what I'm looking forward to most, is their art and their storytelling. Voice acting for sure. The cinematics, they're amazing. So I'm looking forward to that more than ever, because it gives me just a lot of feelies for the Heelys, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that's the right term, but a lot of feelies though. So I'll be talking about. So basically, I'll be looking forward to a lot of stories and a lot of stuff. All the new features, especially Warfronts and Island Expeditions. Especially Warfronts though, because Warfronts, it looks like something. It looks like a I don't know. It looks more RTS than anything. So I'm looking forward to playing RTS in an MMORPG. So gives me a lot of Warcraft 3 vibes. Something I probably should be doing. Probably be playing Warcraft 3 just because Chronicle just came out. Or Chronicles Volume 3 came out.
I mean, it did. The 23rd, right?
27th, actually.
27th. So
I still got to get my copy of it.
I'm kind of holding off. I saw that Novel did a video on it. So
yeah.
I'm kind of all caught up.
Yeah, I mean, I think it covers everything from the Third War to the end of Cataclysm. And they said, I think they said that they're going to stop at Volume 3, or I know they said at the end, they said, oh, to be continued. So they may be doing another Chronicles for, that covers Mists of Pandaria all the way up to the end of Battle for Azeroth. So that's,
there's a point, I think, when they want to make sure there's enough content. Because
Yeah.
vanilla through Kata, obviously there's huge events.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Pandaria to now, there's still huge events, but they're not of the same
Yeah.
caliber.
Yeah. They're not. Yeah. Yeah. Except for the fact. I mean, yeah, definitely. So, but yeah. Anyways, digressing from the topic. Battle for Azeroth. I've been looking forward to seeing the Horde and the Alliance go at each other. Going at each other in war and all this sort of warfare. Seeing, I don't know. It's like if Blizzard can tell an amazing story with Legion, they can definitely do the same with Battle for Azeroth. Right.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
my next point, classic. I started playing World of Warcraft in 2007, right around when actually I started playing World of Warcraft in April of 2007, so 11 years ago to this month. And
Woo.
so this is quite monumental that I've been sticking with this game for 11 years. Like this 14-year-old game for 11 years. Like that's nuts. So classic. I have been playing. I mean, I've looked at different like WoW streamers. Played. I dabbled a little bit in classic or in Elysium and Nostalrius when they were still a thing. And I played a Night Elf Hunter. Got him to level 60. It took me like 6 months to get there, and I love the authenticity of how they remade like classic WoW and everything. And I definitely want to see that in like classic WoW and how things are going. But my thing is, hopefully they don't make any, prior changes, because I know in the leaks they said there were certain leaks, and those leaks were like, oh yeah, there's not going to be any changes to the game and to the classic game. So, you can just wipe that sweat from your brow there.
Classic is classic.
Classic is classic, and that intends to stay that way. So I'll be, once Classic Realms come out, I will be playing that. You will see me on there. I may play another class. Maybe I'll play a warrior. Maybe I'll play, I don't know, but you'll just have to wait and see, because I need me my classic servers. But yeah.
I'm happy they did finally decide to do classic servers.
Oh yeah, my friend Ryan, he and Mr. GM, they were at BlizzCon together, and Ryan was telling me like he was sitting next to Mr. GM when they announced Classic WoW, and they were just crying with joy about this, like about Classic WoW being announced. So they heard the word ice cream, and they were just like, oh, vanilla. And then Jay Allen Breck says, but my favorite flavor is vanilla, but I'm sure all of your favorite flavors is vanilla. And you could just hear the just entire convention center just roar with cheers and joy. And I was like sitting there, I was like, oh, fuck yes. Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
I remember I was waiting for the new expansion announcement, and I was like, why the hell is he talking about ice cream? I don't care about ice cream. And then I was like, oh, we're getting those.
Yep.
No need for private servers.
Nah. Maybe until, I mean, hopefully they release classic servers very soon. And, I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully that, we get them very, very, very soon. And, how we, maybe 2019, maybe 2020. But, I mean, the sooner the better, right?
Yeah, but it's like building a new game from the ground up.
True.
Especially engine-wise and all that stuff. It's a very different game than WoW is today.
It is. It is.
So this is our free talk portion. You can bring up any topic you want, and we'll talk about it. So what do you want to talk about?
All right. So I figured I'd talk about my WoW Machinimas series, Aligning Azeroth, and future plans for the channel. So recently I started a Patreon for my channel, and recently I talked about the like me starting a new series beside Odyssey and Aligning Azeroth and the Metzman rants. This series would be called Shadow and Light, and this series would basically be like, my plan was to have have the series be about, like, after the Legion's defeat, like the factions of the Alliance and the Horde, like, they basically splintered off, and there's now new two factions. There's one that follows the path of the light, and the others that follow the path of the void. So basically, I was going to do like 10 episodes, and that was going to be it. But that sort of, like, since I've been busy with like different videos and different video ideas, I decided to shelve that project for the time being. However, I definitely want to, visit that at some point. And this idea that I had was, I basically, if you get like a bunch of WoW content creators together, sit them down in like a huge Discord server, maybe, just maybe, I could probably like run a D&D session or a campaign with them based on the story of Shadow and Light, but with a different name, something like, I don't know, like I was teasing around this idea about, I was basically teasing this idea where I wanted to do a series based on, the Shadow and the Light. And now, I guess with, D&D, like, since D&D has become, more popular, and I've been playing a lot more D&D, and yeah, like I said, D&D becoming more popular with Critical Role and, Geek and Sundry, Matt Mercer, Laura Bailey, Travis Willingham, all those people playing D&D. I wanted to do I basically wanted to do like this series or this campaign where I get a bunch of WoW content creators, like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 or so. I was a DM, and I would just host a session every like Wednesday or Thursday or whatever. And we just talk about, shoot the shit and just do a campaign. Sit down for like 2 or 3 hours every session, and yeah, just do that, live stream it, have like a archived version of it up on my YouTube channel, so that way people can catch it. And then, yeah, just go from there. Though, I did have another idea for another series where it's more gameplay. It's like, what the Iron Man challenge is, right?
Oh, yes.
All right. And the Kakio, Hero, and Crucial did a series called the Try Iron Man Challenge, where they had 3 Tauren naked running across Kalimdor doing quests and shit.
I did not know about that.
They actually do that. Or Kakio at some point did that, and that was pretty short-lived because people wanted more, but they never got any, sadly enough. I wanted to do something like that where, like, I get a group of 5 people. It would be called like the I think it's like a Quinn Iron Man challenge, or a like WoW hardcore. So we get like a group of 5 people, just strip them down to their skivvies. So 5 people, strip them down to their skivvies, just have them run across, killing a lot of mobs and doing quests and everything. They cannot wear any gear. I still haven't worked out the logistics of it, but I may or may not include talents for this, so they may not use talents, probably. Though they have to do one dungeon, just only one dungeon, and that's it. And yeah, they have to level to 110, nothing but their underwear, no talents. I don't know how Artifacts is going to work out, because I only plan for all these guys to live until like they're level 60 or something.
I don't even think you could make it all the way to max without dying. Like, if you're just wearing underwear.
It's I don't know if it's possible, but
We'll have to wait. Good show.
It would be pretty chill. Though I will have to like recruit like a few like WoW Machinimators, WoW YouTubers to come on my journey and come with me on this weird and mystical journey where we just shoot the shit and talk about crap all day long.
In our underwear.
So I don't know. It would be. I mean, I mean, there's a term for this where you just like, I don't know, where you're like all sitting around talking in our underwear or something. I don't know. There's got to be something there, but it's pretty much lost on me.
Yeah, I can't think of the word. I know there is one though.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I have another like I said, I have another episode of Lining Azeroth coming out very soon. This episode, for those who are watching, the last episode I posted was something called the Dark Below, and that episode was basically an explanation for those who are watching. Be sure to mute this video because there's going to be a few spoilers coming up about episode 26 and the future of Aligning Azeroth. So basically, episode 26 leaves off from episode 25, where one of our characters, Miz, was captured by this dark figure who happens to work for this cult of light. His name's Torres, and he was voiced by Gianni Matrogano. He's a wonderful voice actor. Did a few voices for Nixium as well. Does amazing Overwatch voice acting, and there was this one video where he was just did a custom made summer game lines, and he did this one he did a few voice lines for the skin. It was a custom made skin for Torbjorn, and it's for the summer games. It's basically called Torbikini, right? And it's basically Torbjorn in this one piece string bikini suit. It's you know about those you've seen Borat, right?
yes.
All right, so you know that scene where Borat is in that little swimsuit and is they have the strings all the way going down to the crotch and just run. So we basically have Torbjorn in that, and the first thing you hear Torbjorn say from Gianni, Gianni voicing Torbjorn, the first thing he says, "Anyone else feel a draft?" Oh, and it's just wow, okay. I was just laughing there, just sitting there, just cracking up. And then pointing at McCree, "Would you get my back with the sunscreen?" I think you're good right there. You got it. Then it's just all of these lines, and I was just laughing, so hot and sweaty, I can barely take the heat. And he just stops for a minute and just laughs at that line. So anyway, we also introduced this character in episode 26, the Demon Hunter. For those who don't know his name, this is the first time you're going to hear his name. His name is Maleus. So Maleus has broken free from his grasp, and he basically comes back, kills him off, and then we learn that Maleus, the Demon Hunter, is Mylia, the Death Knight's brother. So episode 27 will follow up on that story. So we're going to learn the story of how... Excuse me. We're going to learn in episode 27 that how Myliad and Maleus went their separate ways, and what Maleus, what's his intentions for the group. What does he want? So, yeah. Also, for those who are asking if Jaren is ever going to come back, because Jaren, he died. He died in the season 1 finale. So you guys are going to find out if Jaren comes back or not in episode 27. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Mm-hmm. Also, pretty soon, once we get in once Battle for Azeroth rolls around, I'm going to be doing some more abridged cinematics, like you've seen with the Gift Rejection abridged, the Antor's Finale abridged, what's it called? The Horde Legion Epilogue abridged. I never got around to doing the Alliance abridged one because I was doing because I needed a few voice actors for there, and they were pretty busy, so I decided to scrap that whole thing. But yeah.
No, fair enough. It sounds like we have plenty to look forward to.
Yep.
And that's all the time we actually have for today. Thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Hey, no problem, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Anytime. And if you like his stuff, go check him out. Links are going to be in the description below.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Templars, stay hungry, stay foolish, and be awesome.
Dun, dun, dun.